On today's episode, we're going to be unboxing the Google Home Hub, now known as the Google Nest Hub. So let's crack on, get the scissors on, get the scissors on. Beep. Today we're going to be unboxing and setting up the Google Home Hub, now known as the Google Nest Hub. So let's crack on, get the scissors, and let's see what's inside the box. Hi everyone, welcome to IoT, Ixis on Tech. I am Ixis. If you didn't know that already, if you're a regular viewer, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, please. So today we're going to be unboxing and setting up the Google Home Hub, now known as the Google Nest Hub. So I've already got two Google Home Minis in the home. I've got one in the bedroom, one downstairs in the living room. I fancied a little screen to go in the kitchen so I can watch like the BBC iPlayer. When I'm having breakfast in the morning, for example, or just listen to music when I'm out in the kitchen or even out in the garden. So let's get the scissors. Let's have a look what is in here. So everybody should know by now what a Google Home Hub does, or a Google Home Mini anyway. It's a voice assistant. You can turn on and off your lights, control your heating, control this, control that. You can even get Wi-Fi connected kettles these days, which is pretty cool. I have a load of plugs around the home. I've got 4 TP-Link smart plugs. I've got a Sonoff or Sonoff S on off smart little switchy thing that's connected up to a fan in the bedroom. I have how many Yeelight bulbs? 1, 2, 3 Yeelight bulbs. Color, 2 of them are color RGB white, and I got one white one in the bathroom. And I've also got 2 Yeelight smart LED strips as well. Anyway, let's crack on with this. So the Google Home Hub, I bought this the other day. So let's have a look how small it is. It's got a 7-inch screen. It's taken a while to pop open. Oh, taking ages. There we go. Ooh, there it is. That's nice. Ooh, that's nice and light. I got it in silver. Got a rubber bottom on it. Microphone. Volume, little G logo. Well, that's nice and smart, isn't it? Yeah. Cardboard packaging, nice to see no plastic. Well done, Google, being environmental. Let's get started. What else we have in here? Let's hope this has a long lead. Yeah, just a normal pin connector on there. Anything else in the box? No. Oh, nice. So let's get started. Have you ever set up a Google Home device before? Obviously you need the Google Home app, which I have on my phone. Let's unravel this. A bit disappointed to see they haven't gone with the little Velcro straps, or the little clips that you get on the Google Home Mini. Doesn't matter though. How long is this, do we think? So you've probably seen another video of mine of the mouse. I know from there to there is a meter. So that's 1 meter, probably about 1.5 meters, I'll say. Now, by the power of TV, I have a plug socket down here. Let's plug that in. Let's take off the screen protector. Ready? I'll get close so you can hear it. Oh, there's a little arrow on the back pointing that way. Make sure you've got nails when you do this. There we go. Nice. Plug it in. Let's get the phone. There we go. That famous little jingle, if you can call it a jingle. All right, let's go to think we'll have screen recorder going for this one.
Welcome to Google Home.
Ooh.
To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
I've got the app. Let's open up the app. So what do you want? Download and open the Google Home app on your phone to begin the setup. So let's add. Set up a device. Yeah. Google Home, that one. Yes. My name's not Jason, by the way. Enable location services. Always. Looking for devices. There we go. Nest Hub. Next. Connecting to Nest Hub. Your phone and tablet may disconnect from Wi-Fi during setup. Yep, it's disconnected. Setup. Follow the instructions in the Google Home app. I am doing so right now. Connected. Yes, that's the same code. Yes, why not? Where is this device? Right, this is going to go in the kitchen. Kitchen. Next. Continue. We'll have this on the home Wi-Fi. That's fine. Connecting. The most simplest of Wi-Fi's names in this house. Ooh, updating. Connecting to Wi-Fi. Got these dancing little, oh, there we go. Just finished. Here are a few things you need to know. Well, I'm happy for Google to use all of my data. I think they do anyway. Since I've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 Google phones. Only one I use as a daily driver. That one I'm filming on. That one I'm filming on. And the other one's in the bathroom as like a media device connected to a Bluetooth speaker. 2 Google Homes, as I've said, Google Home Minis. What else have I got? 2 tablets, 2 Google tablets. Yeah, I think I'm okay with all that. Oh, and of course I make videos for YouTube, for you people at home, or on the go. 100% updating, brilliant. Activate voice match on this device. Your assistant can already recognize you by your voice and tell you apart from others. A voice match upgrade is available. A voice match like that. Which device has Wi-Fi on? I think it's you. Your assistant can already recognize your voice. It looks like you've already set a voice match with a Google Assistant on another device. The previous recordings can be used to make a voice model on this device. This should take less than a minute. So this is going quite quick so far, isn't it? Which is pleasant. So just for size, we'll get here now. Voice match is set up. Yeah, I agree. Oh, don't want to see my address. Spotify, Deezer? No. Yeah, we got Spotify. Ooh. Start to receive high quality voice calls with anyone who has Google Duo. You can also call your own display to talk to people at home. You can move your Duo account. Yeah, we'll continue with that. Phone number. Yes. Duo send you one-off SMS message, various number. Yep. Bing. Verification code. Waiting for a text message now for a verification code from Google. There we go. Yay. No. Select what to show when your display isn't being used. Google Photos? No. Alt Gallery. I think we just have the clock. Almost done. Ooh. Ooh. That's a nice design of clocks. 10:09. What? Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Flip clock? Flip clock light. We'll go dark. Here's a review of what you've set up and some additional things you can do. Continue. Ambient light sensor. Next. Mic mute switch. Yeah, we know that. Volume control. Kitchen display is ready. Now let's explore what you can do. Ooh, finish setup.
Welcome to your Google Nest Hub. It has the Google Assistant built in,
Hi, how can I help?
so you can use your voice to get help at a glance. Check it out. Jumpstart your day with a personalized routine. Just say, good morning. For the weather, your calendar, reminders, and more.
Your commute to work is 20 minutes by car.
Simply tap to see your home screen, where you can get useful info about your day, check out videos and recipes, and explore all the things your assistant can do. Have a question? Just ask for help from Google or YouTube. Show me how to cut a pineapple.
Okay, playing on YouTube.
With a saw.
Now you can see and control all your devices from a single dashboard. Just swipe down from the top of the screen for Home View, where you can see the status of your home, view devices in each room, and adjust the lights, turn off the TV, and monitor cameras, like the Nest Hello Video doorbell. Show me the front door. Unwind in the evening with your favorite songs and videos from YouTube Music. Play Dua Lipa. Swipe up from the bottom of the screen to adjust volume or brightness. Or use the volume buttons behind the right side of the display. To turn off the mics, simply slide the mic mute switch. And with recent highlights from Google Photos, Hub will automatically display your best and latest photos. Setup is simple in the Google Home app. What's this? It's Hub's light sensor. It allows Hub to automatically match the colors and lighting in any room, so photos on Hub blend in with your home. And when it's time for bed, Hub knows to dim for a good night's sleep. Remember, if you ever want to learn more, just say, what can you do? Ready to give Hub a try? Swipe from the left edge of the screen to exit and get started.
He sounded a bit like the news at 10, no, Channel 4 news guy, Krishnu Gurumurthy, or whatever his name is, if you're in the UK. If you can remember his name, leave in the comments below. Okay, swipe from the left to see what we can do. Explore more ways your assistant can help with your voice. It's natural. What's that, up or down? There we go, it's 4:05 in the afternoon, Saturday the 7th of September. I know this video would come out later, I've got loads of videos. I've had a week off work and I've done, I think this would be my 4th video. I've got another one to do, so I've been really productive this week, which I'm so thankful for. Anywho, so pull down, ooh, lights, routines, media, broadcast. Let's have a look on the lights. All lights, see, bedroom, landing lights, living room. Is that all we got on there? Yeah, okay. Routines, media, broadcast, view rooms. So, my home. I have the bedroom. Bedroom lights on or off. Bedroom TV, that's yet to come up here. PC is on a smart plug, bedroom speaker, and the bedroom fan. Kitchen, well, there's going to be this. The landing, we've got the landing light that's connected up to a Xiaomi human motion sensor, a PIR sensor, so every time we walk up the stairs, the landing light comes on without having to touch a switch. And also when you come up the bedrooms at night, for example, if you need to go to the bathroom, then the landing light will come on automatically, which is fantastic. Let's go back to view rooms. Landing and the living room. Of course, we've got the living room lamp, that's a Yeelight RGB that's controlled with a magic cube. The living room TV, which is a Chromecast. Living room speaker, of course, and the TV plug. Oh, and an air freshener, because I got one of those plug-in Airwick air freshener things and it was so strong. So I know, let's use a TP-Link smart plug, set a couple of timers on it, come off like an hour in the morning, afternoon, and a couple of hours in the evening, so that when you get home it smells nice in there. So let's see if we can change. Can we change? No. What do we got? Okay. Explore what your system. Okay, done that. Yeah. Swipe up from the bottom. Ambient lights. What's that? Settings. There we go. Yeah, that's all. What we got there? Is that a timer? An alarm. Okay. Do not disturb. Volume. And brightness. I wanted this to hopefully play iPlayer in the kitchen in the mornings for when I'm getting ready for work. So let's try this out, shall we? Hey,
Sorry, something's not right. If it's still like this in a few minutes, you can try troubleshooting in the Home app. Or plug your Google Home back in.
Ooh. I think we have to plug our Google Home back in. Bye-bye. We'll be back after this short commercial break. Play BBC News on iPlayer. Not working, is it? Maybe it's connecting to the Wi-Fi. Play BBC Radio 1. Let's try that again, shall we? Play BBC Radio 6.
Streaming BBC Radio 6 music from the BBC.
There we go. Stop. Don't want to get copyrighted now, do we? Okay, let's try the BBC News command again. Hey, play BBC News on BBC iPlayer.
Alright, here's BBC News on BBC iPlayer on YouTube.
Cookies, we're making cookies.
No, unfortunately you cannot play BBC News on the iPlayer on the Google Nest Hub. You have to cast it from your phone using the iPlayer app. As you probably heard, it says play BBC News on iPlayer on YouTube. So what I have to do in the morning now is use one of my old phones, open up the iPlayer and then cast it to the Google Nest Hub. Otherwise, it's pretty good. With regards to Spotify, for some reason you can actually ask it to play any song you want to. I think that's brilliant without having to sign into a Spotify premium account, for example. YouTube, if you just ask it to play on YouTube, it normally plays any song, for example, on YouTube Music rather than on YouTube Video. So if you are going to ask it to play a video, for example, you'd have to say, hey so-and-so, play a song by so-and-so on YouTube Video, and then it'll play. Anyway, back to the rest of the video. Watch this one now, people. You'll be amazed at this. Hey, turn off the studio light.
Okay, turning studio light off.
And then tap the screen, turn it back on. Awesome. Hey. Let's try this one then, shall we? Play the latest video from Ixis on Tech on YouTube.
Playing the latest video from Ixis on Tech on YouTube.
Who's
Hi,
that?
everyone. Guess what? I've got another delivery. Who wants to find out what's in the box? Well, stay tuned and you can find out.
That's me on you.
Hi everyone and welcome to another IoT Ixis on Tech. I am Ixis. On today's episode we've got another
There we go. So I'm happy it plays BBC iPlayer and the news, obviously, because that's why I wanted one for the little kitchen I've got downstairs. So I'm going to place this down here. So what do you think? Have you got one of these Google Home Hubs, or now it's called the Google Nest Hub? Yeah, leave in the comments below. What do you think, and what do you use yours for? Is it in the kitchen? Is it in the bedroom? Is it somewhere else in your home? Is it in the bathroom? That'd be a bit of a good place to have it, actually. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. Please leave in the comments below as to why you didn't like this video, because I'd like to know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. What would you like to see next on IoT Ixis on Tech? So thank you very much for watching once again. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.